begin, I'm Pratibha Raman from New Sense, and today we have some interesting bunch of people who have some hidden talents. And here is Sanjukta Barik, who is not new to New Sense. She has been organizing art exhibitions, and here she is trying to actually exhibit these latent talents of doctors. And I'm sure even doctors need some respite, right? Especially with the pandemic and the kind of trauma and the stress that they are facing. Here is something that will actually bring to life some of their passionate activities that they have been actively involved in. So thank you so much, Sanjukta, as well as the two doctors, one from Bangalore, Mr. Narayan, and the other from Mumbai, Mr. Ashok Karad. Thank you so much for joining. And I begin with Sanjukta. Sanjukta, tell me about this entire initiative of yours, and how did you actually pick on this idea?
The idea actually started quite some time back because I have a lot of doctor friends who are, who used to show me their photography, their art, and also, long back I said I must do a show with all the doctors that I know and the doctors. And then one fine day, I, found out that 1st of July is the Doctor's Day. And then we've been struggling this 1.5 years. I have seen them work day in and day out. And so it's like a warlike situation at the moment that we are in. And also doctors have a very creative side. They are into fine arts, they are into photography, they are into music. So I can't bring music to this platform, so that's why I thought let me at least do this show Confluence, where I can showcase the photography as well as the fine art aspects of the doctors. So that's how the whole thing took shape.
Let me actually shift focus to Dr. Narayan. So, Dr. Narayan, I mean, how have you pulled through during this pandemic, and what is that creative activity that you are involved in?
I like to take photographs. So it started off during my post-graduation as part of the study thing, and then it evolved into a passion on its own. And yes, so that's one of the things that kept things interesting during the pandemic. You don't have much to do. You've got some open space outside. You see some birds, you see some flowers, you see some bees, and then you start taking photographs.
Dr. Ashok, I mean, Mumbai has been one of those epicenters of the pandemic. So how have you pulled through, and what is your hidden talent?
Yeah, certainly was a very challenging time, and in fact for everybody. Initially, of course, it was a little, stressful because we don't know how long this is going to be going. But once we realized that it's going to be a little longer time, we had to plan our activities, and of course, photography is my passion. So equipment is already there in the house. Only thing is we could not really move around. So we could go down, and I'm also into macro photography. So we don't have to really get into big jungles or national parks. So we can be just your backyards or your complex, take out your equipment and start capturing some beautiful images of insects or flies or butterflies, and that's how it started.
Sanjukta, please tell me, how did you bring all of these doctors together, and how many doctors are on board?
There are 26 doctors from across India, all Indian doctors. And there are 2 doctors who have joined in from the UK. And then I spoke to a few doctor friends, and they put me on to other doctors who are into art, who are into photography. Then those doctors said, my friend is also there. So I said, fine, it's an open platform, and the more the merrier. So that's how the whole thing, I went about it.
Dr. Narayan, is this your first participation in an activity like this, in an event like this?
Yeah, actually. I've been doing photography for a while. I've been, taking pictures. They've been going up on social media, etc. But I've really not, taken it to that point of exhibiting it somewhere or something. So I must thank Sanjukta for that, first of all.
Pleasure.
So a bit of an amateur astronomer. So the thing of taking photographs of the stars and this whole pandemic, I think I don't know how many thousands of photographs I've taken of the stars and the constellations in various times of the evening. So it's really great just to have something that you can. And these days it doesn't cost so much as it used to when we were using film. So
I'm sure everyone will be starstruck looking at your photographs then. Tell me, Mr. Asha, what is that one photograph that is the closest to your heart?
Especially the action photography is what I really love. The fraction of a second, there's something going to happen. You're going to predict the behavior of the subject, and that subject is going to behave that way and capture that moment is what I love. In fact, one of the images that I'll be displaying here is one of the birds called painted stork, just capturing the fish, and so that I'll be sharing it here.
First of all, hats off to all the frontline workers, all the doctors who have contributed day in and day out to saving lives. So congratulations to you on that, and big salute to you on that. But that one great lesson that you've learned, so that all of us can remain cautious in terms of preventing the third wave. So your tips.
the one thing I've learned more than being cautious is about living every moment, living every day. Right?
What I've learned from this pandemic in life, in fact, I would say that we enjoy every moment of life. Life is so precious, and be minimalistic in life. You don't require too many things. Keep it as simple as possible and enjoy every moment of life.
Thank you so much to all of you. Sanjukta, one last word from you. A special thanks to you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for giving us this opportunity.